Hello there, everybody. It's Playtendoguy back for another live stream. And tonight I'm joined as ever by Andy from Forgotten World of Movies and James Millership, aka Jim Jam Movies and TV. And tonight we're joined by three special guests. We've got Carlinio and Jake Talks Movies, as well as Ryan from Let's Get Kicking Movies. So we've got a full house tonight. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So how have our days been? Been pretty good. What have you been up to? I know James went.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to start off, Carl?
Me? Yeah. I'm next door. Yeah, I haven't done nothing today. We had the plumber come round to do some tiling, so I've stayed in all day.
Yeah. What about you, Andy?
Nothing much. Just trying to catch up on YouTube. My subscription feed has been about a mile long with people's reactions to the new Spider-Man trailer. But yeah, other than that, not much.
I saw your latest video of your still books, and that's a
good
collection.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a great video.
Well,
thanks.
Yeah.
What a collection!
About you, James?
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. It is very impressive.
Thanks.
What about you, James?
James. What have I been doing today?
Yeah.
Oh, Jake, sorry.
Oh, me? Oh, I've not been up to much. I watched the Spider-Man trailer this morning. I'm pretty sure like everyone else did. And then I've just mainly been browsing the new HMV sale.
Anything that takes your fancy?
The Marvel movies. I think they tickle my fancy on 4K.
Yeah.
That's really frustrating, that HMV sale, because I purchased two 4Ks for £30, and now they've got three 4Ks for £30, and the two I bought are in that sale.
They're free for 30.
Literally, I bought them yesterday, just before the sale started.
I hate when that happens.
It's always the way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't ask.
What about you, Ryan?
What, mate? Just been editing 2 videos today. Needed to get them out of the way. So
Awesome.
all I have to do is just to get my thumbnails made, and then they're ready to get uploaded tomorrow.
Nice. So, what was the last film everybody watched? Well, for me, it was The Life of Brian. I watched it with Ryan last night, and it was really fun. It was the first time watch. I've seen it before, but not fully all the way through, and it was very funny.
Yeah, I picked that one up today. I picked it up today when I was in Dudley.
Oh, did you? Oh, cool.
I did, and I picked Meaning of Life up as well.
Was that from the charity shops?
Yeah, and I picked up Monty Python live at the O2.
Oh, wow. Is that the recent one they did when they got back together?
Yeah, that's right. The latest show.
Awesome. So how much did you pay for them from the charity shop?
3 for £1.
Whoa, that's a bargain.
Wow. That's really cool. What's the name of them shops, Peter, that you went to on yours?
The shops?
Yeah, the cheap one, because we don't have that around here. Is that
one below?
Is
It's like Poundland, yes. Loads of cheap £1 titles, Blu-rays and DVDs. Good selection.
Fantastic.
So what about you? What was the last film you watched, Carl?
Me, that was True Romance, the Arrow label edition. And really, really good. You know, it can't be beaten what Arrow's done with it. I watched it. I had it years ago on VHS, and they really have cleaned it up well.
It's a lovely looking box set as well. So many lovely
really
special
nice.
pieces included.
Yeah.
What about you, Andy?
The last film I watched was, I don't know if anyone's heard of it. It's a film called Spun from 2002. Got awesome cast in it, but it was just a weird film. Like Eric Roberts in it, Jason Schwartzman. Yeah, it was just a really good fun film.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Jake?
The last film I watched was Bronson, the Tom Hardy biopic.
One, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's a good one.
Great film.
Nice.
God.
What about you, James?
That was the last film I watched.
The
I wanna see
Quadrophenia
that.
thing, isn't it? I've seen that.
It's
about
nothing
Tesco,
like Quadrophenia. Yeah, it's nothing like Quadrophenia at all. It's
isn't
completely different. Yeah.
Was it a good watch, or were you a bit disappointed?
It was okay. It got confusing parts, but it was okay. It was good to see all the cast back in what they're like now. So yeah, it's really good. And
Nice.
Mr. Magpie got me that from Birmingham trip as well.
Oh, did he? That was
Because
nice.
because I've not spoke about the Birmingham trip, have I?
No,
That
you
was
haven't.
one awesome trip.
Yeah, it was a great weekend. It was excellent.
I kind of knew about it when Jamie, he messaged me, asked me if I wanted to go, but I did message him back to find out how many people were going and where you were actually staying, but he never actually got back to me till quite late. So it was far too late for me to organise something. But
Okay.
you know,
I think we're going to do something in the. I think we're going to plan another one. I think another one's on the cards. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it went down well. I mean, everyone got on, didn't they? So
yeah, it was good.
Where your restaurant, it looked like everybody had a nice time at the restaurant.
Apart from me, because I couldn't join them.
Didn't Jules come and see you on Saturday at work as well?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she popped by Saturday. Done me a surprise visit Saturday night. She came with a partner and had a 3-course meal. Yeah, it was really good.
Oh,
wow.
Did you go to the vault, James, or were you at work?
What's that? Sorry, Pete.
Did you go to the HMB vault?
Oh no, I didn't make it as far as the vault. So I met all the guys at the travel lodge where I was stopping, and I went to the Weatherspoons and had a breakfast with them, and then I had to go because I had work at 12. So I didn't make it to the vault. But on the Sunday, I come back on the Sunday and I had breakfast with them all in the travel lodge. So I sort of got involved with the trip. Yeah.
So right, and let's get on with comments. We've got quite a few. First up, we've got Danny from Exploring the World of Video Games and Blu-rays. Hi, Playtendoguy. I'm going to miss your live tonight as I'm working late. I will watch on record. Thanks ever so much, Danny, for watching it when you get back. Richard from Fantastic Dizzy is here. Hey, Playtendoguy. Hey, everyone. Looking forward to it tonight. Yep, it's going to be a great night tonight. And all the comments fall to the bottom. Evander's here. Hi, Evander.
Hey, man.
Hello.
As is Sophie. Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Sophie.
Hello.
Right. The View with Drew says, just saw the trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home, and it looks amazing. Yeah, it does. I'm really excited.
It does. Yeah.
Break the fragment of
watching it gave me goosebumps. It was so epic. I mean, Doc Ock coming back, Green Goblin, so many classic villains. It's going to be a record breaker, I think, at the box office.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I think I'm still a bit worried about it. I don't know.
I definitely
so many characters in one film.
Because like Spider-Man 3 was so bloated. Will this be bloated too?
Yeah, it's a good point.
I don't know if they revealed how long the film's going to be.
I think it's going to be it's just like no more 2 hours and 10 minutes or something around that time. Because I don't see they'd be in that one for like 2 hours and like 20 odd minutes. Like what the normal like standard like running time is.
Yeah.
The last two films were 2 hours and 10 minutes, so I'm assuming this one might be a little bit longer because of how many characters are actually in the film. and how much they've got to fit in.
I thought it would probably be about between 2.5 to 3 hours, considering how much they're trying to fit into the film, with the story of Peter's identity being revealed and all that. So yeah. Next up, we have Blu-ray Mark. Hello, guys. Hi, Mark.
Hello.
Thanks for joining the stream. Fantastic Dizzy says, if you could rewatch any film, but for the first time, what would it be? His would be Batman 1989. Whoa, that's a good question.
Mine would be Big Trouble in Little China. One of my favourite John Carpenter films.
Good choice. A lot of fun. I would say Parasite.
Yeah,
that's
another good
choice
as well.
Yeah.
I think I'd travel back in time to go to the cinema and see Goodfellas for the first time.
Oh,
yeah.
Such a masterpiece from Scorsese.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to choose Star Wars, I think. If I could go to the cinema, I'd definitely go back to 1977 and watch Star Wars. If not, I'd like to go back to it. I did actually see E.T. in the cinema in 1984, so I'd probably go back to then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Andy?
Every time. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
No.
What was I saying? It just paused on my end, so I didn't see you pick up. I'm so sorry.
That was just an epic shot. That was James. That was such an epic shot. Before Andy just about to say something. Here we go. Never ending story.
I would probably say Dawn of the Dead because I saw it way too young and I really want to just see it as an adult. Like I probably should have done, and not as a 7-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Oh, classic.
And James, you picked up. Was it the Never-Ending Story you picked up?
Well, it's my quiz book, but yeah, Never-Ending Story.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I really like that quiz book. It's really nice design.
Yeah, it's a really nice edition.
Phil 4K Baker's here. Good evening, Pete,
Hi, Phil.
James, Dragon,
Hello.
Carlinio, and Jason Ryan.
Hi, Phil.
How's it going, Phil? I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, hope you're doing well, mate.
Phil could be getting a YouTube channel soon.
Oh, will he? Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, just put him on the spot there.
Pete said, "Oh Christ, look at all this man."
Oh my God! Gotta love Pete.
Oh, it was brilliant having Pete on the stream last week. He was such a great guy.
Yeah, he's such a great bloke.
Great stream.
AJ's here. Good evening, all. Hi, AJ. Thanks for joining.
Hey, AJ.
Hey, how are you doing? Good, man.
Sophie says, finally watched Cruella all the way through and it was amazing. Yeah, I certainly agree. It was the biggest surprise and one of the best Disney films of the last decade, I think.
Brilliant.
Yep.
I haven't even seen it yet.
Oh, you
That's
should.
definitely down in the list of my movies for 2021. It was really.
I'd probably go so far as to saying it's the best Disney live action film.
Yeah, I could agree with that. What about you, James? Have you seen it?
What, Cruella? Yeah, I agree. Like you say, I think it is down for one of the best ones. It was unexpected, weren't it? It was like it come out and it's like weren't expected to enjoy it, but everyone really rated it. So yeah,
I haven't heard anyone who dislikes it. So
yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen it, haven't you, Andy?
Yeah, it was like a really, really fun version of Devil Wears Prada. It was just really just a good time, a good film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right? They're making a sequel.
Yeah, there's already a sequel in the works. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I heard that. That'd be interesting to see how that one goes. Hope everyone is okay. Yeah, we're doing pretty well.
Yeah, we're doing fine.
Very well.
Yep.
Hey, Jake.
I think he's talking to Pete. AJ says Cruella was amazing. My steelbook was dented, and I'm now waiting a replacement. That's from Savage. I did see your video, mate. That's really disappointing. That's one of the reasons why I wouldn't buy steelbooks online in case they come dented.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
To be about getting them from HMV.
Yeah, I've never purchased anything from Zavvi. I've never ever purchased anything because I've seen loads of people's feedback, and I'm like, is it worth it really?
No,
You can get the same thing at Amazon or HMV.
Zavvi's. I don't like Zavvi anymore. I used to always order from Zavvi, and you just wait ages and ages with no update of when anything's been like sent to you, and you don't know whether it's got lost and all sorts.
I think they've.
What? As you were saying, Carl.
Oh, like what we ordered. Back to the Future figure. My wife did, and that was nearly 4 or 5 months.
What?
And she only ordered it a month before it was due to be released, but we just cancelled it in the end. That was after 4 or 5 months. We ended up getting it in Forbidden Planet in the end in London.
That is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the better choice to get it from Forbidden Planet, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, that's just come up.
Sorry for the second. That's all right. Just turn it off as normal.
Just turn it off.
Just turn it off as normal.
Oh,
There was just something wrong with the computer. Parents just asked me. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
That's right.
Richard says, have you seen 2001 A Space Odyssey and what was your thoughts on it? I haven't seen it, but I really want to. It looks very good. Isn't it a Kubrick film?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw it years ago. I can't really remember it. If I remember rightly, it's probably a bit dated now, but I haven't seen it because it's like I can't really remember it. But remember, any of you guys seen it?
I've got it. I just haven't got around to
absolutely.
watching it. Yeah.
I did have it. I watched like the video. I think the first like 20 minutes, and I was just like turned it off.
Yeah, I thought it might be a little bit too dated now, but I think it was good back in the day. But I remember
watched
on
it
TV.
very recently. I watched it very recently, and it. While I do agree that it is a bit outdated, it is still one of Kubrick's best, if not his best.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there a sequel like 2010, the year we made Contact or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
2010
think that was the sequel. Was
Yeah,
that the
because I've
sequel?
seen HMV premiums.
Yeah.
Right.
This one.
Blu-ray collectors here. Oh, that's the one.
Hey, got it.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
From
What's that?
1984. That's the premium collection. 2010, a year we make Contact.
Is that any good, Jake? Or
It's not as good as 2001: A Space Odyssey, but it's not as bad as people say.
Nice. Blu-ray collectors here. Hello all. Hi, mate.
Hello, man.
Hello.
Jules is here. Hello, you lovely.
Hello,
lot.
Jules.
Hi, Jules.
Hello.
Stacey Stevens. What's the oldest movie you love?
Ooh.
Oldest.
Ooh.
Is it like 60s or like 50s or somewhere around there?
That's a good question.
It's M for me. 1931. I love that film.
Wow.
Whoa.
I think it's amazing.
Wizard of Oz?
Classic.
What sort of year are we talking Like from
Any
the
year.
30s, 40s, 50s. Oh right, okay. Oh god.
I'm going to say Psycho.
Yeah, good one.
Fair enough.
I like the original
I think for me
Dracula.
it would
from
be the original.
Universal.
Oh, was that the 1931 one?
Yeah.
Yes. I was lucky I got that right just in one go.
I think it would be the original James Bond for me. Dr. No.
Doctor
Doctor
No.
No is brilliant.
Yeah, good one.
What about you, James?
I'm still trying to think of one. There's so many. I like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. That's from 1968, I think. 68.
Yeah.
Good film.
I do like a lot of Laurel and Hardy though, but them are like from the 30s, isn't they? I do like Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. We've got Luke, and he's talking movies forever. Hi guys, how's it going? I'm here watching. Thanks for joining, Luke.
Hello.
Hello,
Hope you're doing well.
Scotty Movies is here. Evening, guys. Hope you're all well. Watched Beckett on Netflix today. Anybody seen it? Haven't actually
No.
heard of it.
No.
Is it a fairly recent one?
Yeah.
Mm.
Has anybody seen it?
No, I haven't. No.
No. Oh yeah, this is the first time I've heard of it.
Bristolian Dave's here. All right, my babby.
I was
Thanks
going to
for
say
watching.
probably doing well.
We've got Matt B Movies here.
Hi,
Good
Matt.
evening. Thanks for watching.
Hey.
Hello.
Evander says, I'm going to be triple dipping on the Steelbooks for Spider-Man No Way Home. Take my money, Marvel. As what Arnie says, come on, do it now.
Oh, that is such a brilliant Predator line. That is best.
Yeah.
One of the few best lines out of the whole film.
Oh,
Yeah.
I bet the Steelbook artwork is going to be fantastic when they announce it.
So.
Yeah.
Jill says, who is doing the quiz? Pete or Dudley? Dudley's quizzes are tougher. Really? A lot of people thought my
Yeah.
quiz last week was tough.
Oh, yeah.
James is-
Oh yeah, because last week I wanted to rage
Mm.
about it. Last week was like, I'm gonna do something if I didn't get any of these questions right. It's like, oh man. So it was so fun.
But Andy won again last week.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. I think everyone knows Andy's going to win, so we might as well say he is going to win this time.
But it's the taking part that counts, Ryan. It's the
Yeah, I know.
And
it's
start having fun. It is.
about having fun.
Bro Seb's here. What's good, fellas? Thanks for joining, mate.
It's a gangster movie.
He said Michael Keaton's the best Batman. Christian Bale was the best Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
definitely.
agree with that?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
No.
Right. Stacey says, have you ever walked out or fallen asleep in the cinema because the film was so bad?
Yep.
Yes, I have actually.
I know she has.
I haven't walked out, but I fell asleep in the cinema, like sitting down watching shitty ass films that just don't make sense.
I walked
I
out
would
of
What about
say-
you, Jake?
Avatar.
You walked out of Avatar? What, the
Yeah.
James Cameron one? You didn't like it?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it myself. But, wow. What about you, Carl?
Well, that's Stacey. That's my wife. She fell asleep watching Lego Batman movie. I personally have never fell asleep watching a movie, but we did both walk out of The Relic way back in late 90s. I think I don't know whether it was The Relic or Relic. It was one of them.
I watched that.
Yeah, we walked out. I'd like to see that one again, actually, because
What did I fall asleep?
didn't actually, like I say, I haven't seen it.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
but
What
yeah,
about you,
I've
Andy?
never fallen asleep.
What about you, Andy?
I've drifted off a few times, but then I've like woke myself up. But I've never walked out of the cinema, and I've even went to see Cats, and I didn't even walk out of that. So, yeah,
Cool.
I always stick to the end.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing. What about you, James? James.
Yeah, I don't think I fell asleep during a film at a cinema, to be honest.
No?
I've never walked out of one, so
Well,
yeah.
I probably fell asleep during like one of these like rubbish films that they show on TV, but I've never really fallen asleep watching a film at home or on a cinema. I normally try to stay awake, but
I think it's easily done, though. I suppose if the movie's so bad, you're tired anyway. You know, and then it's dark as well, isn't it? You know, it's
Yeah.
it's definitely
it can easily be done.
Yeah.
And sometimes the chairs in the cinema are that comfy, it's hard not to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Luke says, what did everyone think of the trailer of Spider-Man No Way Home? If you've watched it, guys, what are your thoughts on it? One of the best teasers ever, in my opinion. Yeah, I probably agree with you. It's got a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Just hope it lives up to it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good. And then Doctor Strange turned up, and I don't like Doctor Strange, but that's not saying I didn't like the trailer. The trailer was really good. It's going to be a pretty good film.
Yeah.
But I just don't like Doctor Strange.
Weren't you very keen on the Doctor Strange film?
No, not really.
Wow.
Matt says HMV rules. Yes, they do.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about HMV because they're opening new shops and stuff, aren't they? And when they were closing them before, and I know exactly what it is. It's our community going out and buying all the Blu-rays and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like the supermarket's not selling films now. That's a big thing. But it's nice to see a good news story about high street for a change.
Yeah.
Bristolian Dave says, I've been experimenting with the best time to upload my collection videos. Try putting this on, so waiting to see how it does. You guys have the best time for uploading. I don't know. What time do you think is the best time to upload your videos?
I know my daughter seems... Sorry. Who wants to go first?
You go first, Carl.
That's right, you can.
My daughter sort of studies it. She like watches all the big guys in America, not the movie side of things, but you know, like the people with like this ridiculous like 36 million subscribers, all that rubbish, and she seems to think that the best time to upload is a Sunday. I upload Saturdays, and I also have my Monday unboxings as well. To be honest, my personal opinion, I don't think it really matters when you upload. And certainly when is best for you when you're upload, you know, when you don't put yourself under pressure to release a video every single week at that particular time. You know, so I've chosen Saturdays and Monday unboxings for me, but when I first started, I was uploading videos whenever, you know, so it doesn't really matter. Whatever's comfortable for you, and don't put yourself under pressure.
I think you've got it in one, Carl. What about you, Jack?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, as you guys know, I like my haul videos, so I try to do mine around the time that they're delivered, or just after. So I'd say late afternoon, early evening, because that's when the peak of people seem to be on YouTube watching videos.
Yeah, that's a good point. What about you, Andy?
For me, I just noticed that people show an interest pretty much in the mornings, so I just try and get mine out then. But sometimes I'll put one out before I go to bed. I don't really have like a set time that I stick to. I just put it out when I've got the time to make the video, and I can put it out and I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
I don't really follow a general pattern. I just put it out when I can. That's it, really.
Yeah.
What about you, Ryan?
With me, I just upload whenever like fancy uploading it. It just depends if I get around to it. Really, it's just like sometimes I'm busy half the time, like doing stuff, but I just gotta get like the right moment at the right time to get it uploaded, make a thumbnail, for it, and then basically just go from there. Really, it's just random.
What about you, James?
Yeah, I'm the same pretty much. Like I'll make the videos, then I'll try and like spread it out through the day. So if I'm at work on the night, I'll probably upload it before I go to work. So it's done. But I pretty much, soon as I do the videos, I'm pretty much straight away uploading them.
Yeah, same here. I mostly tend to upload them around about 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
If I can. Oh, the comments have gone all strange again. They always keep going down.
Have we got any cheesies in tonight?
No, we haven't actually, surprisingly. I don't think we did last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
The bounty is
in. Here he is.
Hey,
Hello, Robert.
Yep. Dun. Matt says 2001 is a very trippy movie, very far out there, ahead of its time though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Talking to Phil. Yep. AJ says, is anyone going to be watching the new series of Dexter when it comes out? Season 4 with John Lithgow is the best. I've never seen Dexter.
No,
I've never seen it.
Me either.
I've only seen the first episode. I've got them though. They're in my cupboard.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
Have you ever seen it, Andy?
Yeah, I've watched it. Season 4 is very good. It's not a show I absolutely love. I'm not going to be rushed out to watch new stuff. I'll watch it in my own time. But it was a good show for what it was. Season 4 is probably the best one. So yeah.
What do you think about them bringing it back, though?
I think they might be bringing it back because it was kind of like Game of Thrones. The show didn't end very well. So I think I think the majority of fans didn't really like how it ended. I didn't mind it that bad. I thought it was what it was. But yeah, I don't know why they're bringing it back. But I'll just watch it my own time. I'm not really going to rush out. Yeah.
Be interesting to see what it's like when it comes.
Yeah.
AJ says Matt the Movies has some great sets of film. Yes, he has. He's got like Terminator collections, steelbooks and that. I've recently been watching them. They're really good.
Amazing steelbooks.
He's such a great guy. Just to let you lot know, I've already got all the questions. Oh, brilliant. Matt says, I watched Law Abiding Citizen the other night for the first time and a very good film.
Yeah.
Where you got?
Oh, wow.
My phone just fell off.
That was scary.
A lot of technical issues tonight, isn't there? This camera stand again.
Is it? You want a hot then, in case it breaks the phone.
All right.
I would.
Okay. Yeah. So, has anybody seen Law Abiding Citizen? Is that the one with Gerard Butler?
Jamie Foxx
and Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one yet.
No,
I haven't.
Quite brutal in parts. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
very brutal in parts. Yeah.
Good film.
Gerard
Have you
Butler's
seen
great in the
James
film.
or Carl?
Yeah.
Have you seen it, Carl?
Sorry, I'm just watching you lot. No, I haven't. I haven't seen
No.
it. No.
What about you, James?
Nah, not seen it.
Matt says Night Clerk was a good one as well, starring the gorgeous Anna Diarmas. I've never seen that one either. Is that the one with the guy from Ready Player One in?
Yeah. It's about a autistic guy that works in a hotel as a night clerk who ends up investigating a murder, I think.
Yeah, I saw that one. It was alright.
Yeah.
I've seen
it.
it around. It's pretty cheap online. But have you seen it, Andy?
No. I don't think I've heard of it.
No. What about you, James? No?
No.
Has anyone heard of a film called Wonder? 2020.
Yeah.
Yes, very good.
Yeah, I've heard that
Very
one.
good.
Yeah.
Great.
I tried to get it today on Blu-ray, and it was. I think DVD was something like $18.99, but I think it's on Prime for $3.49, so I might rent that one.
That's quite surprising. AJ says, Stacey, I've fallen asleep during good films. Most recently, The Suicide Squad. Wow.
I think you probably fall asleep when it started, starting the Dragon Little with him. I think was it with the whole like Harley Quinn thing, with like the look with that like love scene in it, like with one of the something like that. Yeah, even I was not off at that point.
AJ says, I have The Night Clerk, but I've not watched it yet.
Carl,
Scotty says,
sorry, Pete. Sorry to interrupt. Carl, was that film Wonder with Julia Roberts and Owen Wilson?
No, Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, I was thinking of another Wonder.
Yeah,
so was I.
It was. I think it was probably meant to have a cinema release, but because of COVID, it didn't happen.
Okay.
It's on Amazon Prime to rent. I saw it in the Big Issue magazine recently.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you said Wonder, I did wonder whether it was the Owen Wilson one, but you said 2020, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about conspiracy theories.
Okay.
Cool. That sounds good. Scotty says Beckett starred John David Washington, and it was about a guy on the run in Greece. Thought it was pretty good. Isn't that the guy from Tenet?
Yeah, it's Denzel.
Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington's son.
That's what I thought. But no, I haven't seen it yet, but that does sound pretty
Black
good.
Klansman.
Is he?
Yeah, and Black Klansman.
Yeah.
He was also in Malcolm and Marie with Zendaya.
Wow, I didn't know he was in so many films.
Yeah.
Right. Jill says, for anyone who don't know, we have Playtendoguy, aka Pete, Andy the Cat winning quiz, my mate Dudley, and crazy guy Ryan. What are the other two guys called?
Yeah. I'm the guy with the rage, so it's all right.
My word. Thanks, Jules.
Jake's gone.
Jake's gone again. He must be having some issues with his internet. If he comes back, I'll add him back in. Put me in a darkened room and I'll fall asleep, even with the biggest loud TV in front of me.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. Wait a minute. I think we've got Jake back in the house. Yes, we have. I'll bring him back onto the stream. Hey, Jake.
There we go.
You okay?
Oh, there we go. Yep. No, I can hear you.
Yep. Oh, meant quiz winner.
Right.
Luke says, I've ordered Batman The Long Halloween Part 2 today on Blu-ray on Amazon, and it just came on the same day, which never happens very much to me. Yeah, Amazon Prime's really good, isn't it? Really surprised me how quick some stuff comes. I ordered something in the morning a couple of weeks ago, and that came like about 6 o'clock at night. It's very impressive.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen the Long Halloween animated Batman films? I know Andy.
I bought them for Big Paulie when I was out with Big Paulie. They're the ones that join together, are they? Yeah, I haven't seen them.
You enjoyed them, though, didn't you, Andy?
I've ever seen.
Yeah, I pre-ordered Halloween Part 2 and it came 2 days early than the release date.
Cool.
So I got to watch it early. It was
Nice.
2 really good animated movies.
I've heard a lot of positive things about it.
Yeah. Oh, has Ryan gone?
He's gone. Evander says, carrying on from Stacey's question, the first movie I ever walked out of was Fantastic Four 2015, or should I say Fantastic Four? I have not seen it yet. I got it from One Below for £1, and I'm kind of dreading watching it because I've heard it's really bad. Yeah. Have any of you seen Fantastic Four 2015?
Yeah.
Nope, I avoided it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So I guess it's not very good then.
Don't expect too much. It's all right. But, yeah, don't expect too much from it.
Yeah. Matt says, what film was the best cinema experience for you? Probably for me, seeing one of the Harry Potter films, as it's one of the only films I've actually went to the cinema to see. What about you, guys?
Want me to go?
Yeah, go on, Carl.
Yeah, okay. Quiet Place Part 2. The Quiet Place Part 1, when I went to the cinema to see that, there was only 2 or 3 people in there, and it was nice. When I saw Quiet Place Part 2, it was packed, and luckily everyone in the cinema was exactly how they're meant to be, quiet. As I said in my review, I dropped about 3 or 4 M&Ms on the floor, and the whole cinema almost like gasped and turned around at me. It was one of those sort of moments. It was just really to watch a good film, how it's meant to be on the big screen with no kids talking and messing around. It was brilliant.
Oh, wow. What about you, Andy?
It wasn't like it wasn't an amazing film I went to see, but in terms of like cinema crowd and absolute buzz, because when I saw this film, the cinema was absolutely packed and everyone was just having a really, really good time with it. And it was Aquaman.
Ooh. That sounds good. What about you, Robert? What was your best cinema?
Really strange one, I know, but it was one.
When it comes to my best cinema experience, though, probably be like a classic when they got reshown, and that would be going to see the original Evil Dead at the cinema when they were reshown them last year.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a big Evil Dead fan, and I really wanted to see an Evil Dead film at the cinema, so went to see that, and it was like one of the best experiences I've seen. And the first Evil Dead movie, it was actually an indie movie at the start before it got like all the craze and everything. So it was pretty good. And even The Exorcist at the cinema as well is pretty phenomenal as well.
Quick question: can anybody hear any interference with a mic?
What is that noise?
Yeah, it's like a crackling noise.
Apparently, it's Stacey's just coming. It's going all like this. It's on the live as well. So everyone's hearing that.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Right. Let me just try something. Sorry about this.
Come
on. It's coming from Jake's phone, I think.
Oh, is it?
Let me just add him back to the screen. Jake, there seems to be an issue with your camera. It keeps crackling. Yes, it's coming from you, mate. Okay.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Oh.
I think Jake had a similar problem with like Jason's stream quite a few months ago. I remember something like that happening. But yeah, I just checked it at the comments and somebody said it was crackling. I could hear it, but I thought it was just my end.
I thought it was me.
Yeah, I thought it was me. What was your favourite cinema experience, James?
Well, I'm going to say Godzilla versus Kong because it was the first film we saw after the lockdown. So 2 days after the cinema opened. So it just felt so good to be back at the cinema, and it was such a good film to see at the cinema being reopened and stuff. So yeah.
I bet it was amazing watching it on the big screen.
And we saw it in, we got to Showcase, so we saw it in X Plus as well. So it was like, it was super good.
Nice. Pretty cool. Scotty says, I fell asleep during Batman and Robin. Woke up suddenly, swung my arms out, and I was whacked my mate in the face. That's probably the funniest one I've heard.
I think that's one of the best things he's actually did right while watching that, like, absolute crap hell of a film.
Anyway, Jake's back, so hopefully he should be all right now. Hey, Jake.
Hello.
Hi. Can anybody hear any interference now?
No.
I can't hear nothing.
No.
Wow, what good the
Got
dinosaurs.
sorted out.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's back. It's
Is
back.
it back?
I can't hear it.
I can't hear it.
Oh no,
I
it's
can't
okay.
hear it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Jill says, what's the worst part of watching a film at the cinema? Probably people shouting and screaming in the cinema.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you're watching a film like
Getting
Quiet
up from
Place.
away.
Yeah.
See me, I like if someone like gives a noise, I'll normally just tell them to shut the hell up. Like literally, like ball out shouting. Like even like when I went to see Quiet Place 2, there was just like loads of people like talking in the background, and it absolutely annoyed the hell out of us. I did. Luckily, I didn't shout that time. What I normally do. But
I don't understand why people do that.
I think a lot of people go in there just probably cause trouble. I don't like to say that, but I think some people may get a kick out of shouting and screaming. Especially in the Quiet Place.
I went to the cinema to see Those Who Wish Me Dead, Angelina Jolie, just after lockdown. And I was the only one in there, and it's absolutely fantastic. Then all these girls turned up. I think they've come from another movie, and they were in the front seats of the View Cinema, and they were giggling and talking, which I don't mind, you know, if it's sort of minimal. Then one of them took a phone call and everything and was saying, "Hello, yeah, I'm in the cinema," and it just got too much. I ended up having to get the security guard to tell them off, and I just don't understand it.
It ruins everybody else's enjoyment of the film.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, and I think the movies have gone down in price at cinemas now as well, haven't they? Compared to what they were before lockdown. So, you know, I mean, when you're paying sort of £10, £11 to watch a movie and someone messes around, it's not nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
AJ says, regarding upload times, I'm starting with an episodic stuff like my AJ's Collectibles Corner, which will be every Wednesday, and a collection video on Saturday, hence and openings as well. Nice. That's good. Look forward to watching that, AJ.
Yeah.
Bristolian Dave says, I'm so close to 300 subs, just 4 away. I don't know, it doesn't seem like much, but someone, but I never thought I'd get to 50. If you haven't subscribed to Bristolian Dave, sub to him. He's such a great guy. He does some fantastic videos and well deserves. Plus, makes some great content.
I think it's important if you're going to start YouTube is to not just treat it as fun and a hobby. You know, don't go into it thinking you're going to get thousands of subscribers like Sean Charner and stuff, and you know, because it is to be honest, it's bloody difficult. You know, it's
Yeah.
I've struggled myself in the past, you know, and I was stuck on when I first started YouTube 2 years ago, coming up to 2 years ago. I was stuck on 30 subscribers for, I would say, probably about 4 or 5 months. And it
I don't have a DS.
you know, I was getting I was only getting views, things like that. So I think my maximum view was something like 18 views. So that can be downhearting. Anyone who's just starting out. So definitely keep up the good work and don't burn out.
I definitely agree with what you say, Carlos. Like meeting new people is a big thing. What I like about YouTube. I mean, I've met all you guys just starting like doing Blu-ray hunts and talking about films in like 3 or 4 months, and it's been so great to meet all of you. It has been. Geordie Paul's here, Magpie Movies,
Hello, Paul.
Evening Tea, Andy, Carl, James. How are we all tonight? Finally got my physical copy of The Drive today. Nice.
What can I ask a question? What that's about? Because I have seen Paul's video, and I don't. It's Australian copy he got. I've never heard of it.
Is that the one that was sent in by Zach?
Yeah. Zach sent it.
Because
have you got Sky, Carl? It's on Sky Cinema.
No, I did, but I cancelled Sky.
Okay.
Is it good? I presume it's good.
I've never seen it. I keep meaning to see it, but
Carl, thank you so very, very much for my gifts I received today. Halloween 3 Blu-ray is outstanding. Thanks so much, my friend.
You're very welcome, Paul.
Bristolian Dave says, I'm thinking about doing a giveaway every 50 subs. The prize would be a choice from a prize pool I've gathered on my charity shop travels. Does that sound like a decent thing to you guys? Yeah, I suppose so. It depends on whatever makes you feel happy, Dave.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I'd personally say don't do it every 50 subscribers because, well, you've got to make sure that you'll do it because there's going to be people expecting the giveaway every 50 subscribers if you don't do it. So I'd say do it maybe once every 100 subscribers, maybe, or set yourself a goal. So say do one at 300 as a milestone, then do one at 600. If you get what I mean, just do one that say every like 300 or 150. Just set yourself a target rather than doing it. Rather than people expecting you to do it at every 50.
I did the same. Mine was, I think my first competition was 100. I did 300, 500, and I haven't done one since. So, you know, it definitely don't. If you do it every 50 subscribers, then it can be too much as well. And like Jake said, people will be expecting it. So,
Pete, are we all right to start the quiz in a minute, mate? Are we all right to make a start?
Yeah, I was going to say, did you want to start at 8:30?
It's all right, because I've got to get up about 9ish, mate. I've got to finish about 9 tonight.
Yeah, we'll start now if you like.
It's only 10 questions tonight anyway. It's only a short one tonight.
Oh, that's okay.
No, it's not all right.
Yeah. Have you all got your pens and paper ready then?
I've got a white.
Yeah. Cool. Should we follow away? Question 1. Ben Kingsley appeared as Don Logan in which 2001 crime film? So that's Don Logan.
Now I see why you say these quizzes are tough.
he made them pretty easy last time I did one. I still only got 2 right.
Right. Question 2. Who was the only person ever to receive an Oscar nomination for acting in a Star Wars movie?
Oh.
I should know that.
I know that one.
Yeah. Question 3. In what 1969 James Bond thriller does the famous spy fall in love and get married? So if you don't know, just put any Bond film.
I think that's it anyway.
Right,
Hey.
and question 4. What is the name of the spaceship in Alien?
Oh,
Oh,
I only watched this about a month ago.
I watched it a couple of months ago and I totally forgot. Oh,
Yeah. Right, question 5. This is an easy one. In the Charlton in the Charlton Heston film, how many commandments were there? Right, question 6. In which film do Mr. Underhill and Strider check in at the Prancing Pony Inn? Question 7. Who wrote the score for the 1994 Disney film The Lion King? And we've got 3 TV questions to finish off with. So we got, what is the title of the first ever Game of Thrones episode?
Don't know.
And question 8. Who played Richie Cunningham in Happy Days?
Is that number 9?
Yeah, that was number 9. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And question 10. Who directed the first 2 films in the Home Alone series? Who directed them?
Home Alone.
So 1 and 2.
I've only managed to write down answers for the second and third question.
It's okay. Right, let me know when you're ready for answers. And
Yep.
Yep, ready?
okay. So what did you put for question 1? Ben Kingsley appeared as Don Logan in which 2001 crime film?
Sexy Beast.
Carl, what did you put?
I got a blank. I didn't put anything.
No. Andy?
Me either.
Sexy Beast.
Yeah. Ryan?
Sexy Beast.
I didn't.
Sexy Beast. Sexy Beast. Well done.
That's why I wouldn't have saw it. I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
What did you put for question 2?
I'll put Harrison Ford.
Harrison
Okay.
Ford.
Carl, what did you put?
Alec Guinness.
Yeah, Harrison Ford. That better be right.
What did you put, Andy?
Alec Guinness.
Alec Guinness.
Yeah, Alec Guinness. Alec Guinness. Well done.
Ooh.
Oh. So what did you put for question 3? Which 1969 James Bond thriller?
Her Majesty's Secret Service.
I know,
Yeah.
Well done,
Majesty's
guys.
Secret
Yeah.
Service.
Well done.
I don't know that film. I think it's the one I like.
Got a great ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you put for question 4? Does name of the spaceship in Alien?
Was that
Nostromo?
Selako or whatever? Come on, I can't pronounce it.
What did everyone else put?
Yeah, go on.
Is it not Nostromo?
I put Nostromos or something. Nostromos.
Yeah, not Nostromos. So you got USCC Nostromos.
No, didn't get that one.
No.
What did you put for question 5?
10.
10.
10.
Yeah, well done. 10. What did you put for question 6, Mr. Underhill and Strider? Check it out.
Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
I'll put Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
So what did you put for question 7? Who got the score for Lion King 94?
Didn't get
Elton
it.
John.
Hans Zimmer.
What did you put, Jake?
I didn't have an answer.
Nah, it was Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Question 8. The third title of the first ever Game of Thrones episode.
Is it Stark Landing?
No, it was Winter is Coming.
That's why I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Question 9. Who played Richie Cunningham in Happy Days?
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard.
Yeah, Ron Howard. Well
Never
done.
seen Happy Days.
You never seen Happy Days?
That's a good
Classic.
show. I
No.
quite like it.
It is a good show. Question 10. Who directed the first 2 films in the Home Alone series?
Chris Columbus.
Yeah, Chris Columbus. Well done. So there's your quiz. There's your little quiz for this week.
Oh,
Who won?
Probably
I got 5.
I got
What
5.
did you get? What about you, Andy?
9.
I've lost anyway.
What did you get, Jake?
I got 2.
What about you, Ryan?
4.
Not too bad. Andy's the winner yet again with 9 out of 10. Well done, Andy.
Well done, Andy. Fair play.
Well done, Andy.
Thanks.
Thanks ever so much, James, for the quiz.
Yeah, thanks,
It's
Jim.
always good.
No worries, mate.
It's always fantastic. Right, let's get back onto the comments. David said, "Evening, guys. A nice live stream tonight." Yes, it certainly is. Jordan Paul says, "I've had to hang my head in shame. I followed up Birds of Prey 4K with today's arrival, New Mutants 4K. What can I say? I'm a completionist."
I've never seen it.
Don't just don't watch the Mutants. It's just like one of the worst.
You don't need to watch it.
No.
It's awful.
You just don't need to watch it.
I've been thinking about picking up New Mutants, but I've always been a bit hesitant. It doesn't look very good.
No, it isn't.
No,
Please
it's not.
do not pick it up. Just do not. The film doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
Steer clear. Just whatever you do, just steer clear.
So it's that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
best thing about it is the ending.
Is it? Right.
Yeah.
That's where he goes, though.
AJ says, yes, in Suicide Squad. That's exactly where I dozed off. So it was the Harley Quinn thing. Wow. She wins here. Hi, gentlemen. Hope you're all having a great afternoon, evening, depending on where you are. Do you guys like Terry Gilliam films? Do you have a favourite? Mine is Baron.
Ooh.
I cannot use that in Massachusetts.
Mine would probably be Time Bandits.
That's a good pick. Yeah, I'd probably say with that because that's probably one of the only two I've seen. What about you, Andy?
Yeah, Baron Munchausen's my favourite. Love that film.
Must be good. What about you, James?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I'm not. I've heard of Time Bandits and Baron Munchausen, but I'm not sure. Too sure.
Yeah, mine. Looking at that, mine's going to be. Sorry, I looked him up. Absolutely Anything. Simon Pegg. And
yeah,
Brothers Grimm. Do you remember that one from 2005?
Yeah, I can remember that one.
Yeah, I remember watching that.
Great film too.
Yep.
Crocodile Dundee.
What? You did that? Wow.
Who would have thought that?
What about you, Jake?
I think for me it would have to be 12 Monkeys or Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yep, another two great films. Yeah. David said it would be nice to see you completely. I enjoy your videos, Carlinio9. I'm a big fan of your videos and it would be nice to meet you one day, says David.
Yes, David.
David also says it would be nice to see your complete collection on Blu-ray, mate, as I'm a big fan of your videos.
Yeah, a few people. He's not the only one to ask me that. A few people have asked me that. I've still got my Arrow label to do. I've still got my 4K to do as well. I did my special editions. It's just working out how to do them because I know a lot of people have done their videos in parts.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's whether to have a really long video or to have separate short ones in categories.
And it's very difficult because they're obviously the Blu-rays, 4Ks, Arrow, etc., etc. But then I've got like a box down there, and it's full of DVDs. Where you know the ones where you dump the cases, keep the sleeves, and you've got the numbers. There's about 200 odd films in there, you know, so of DVDs. So yeah, it's working out how to do. I'll probably leave them out and just concentrate on these.
Whoa. Yeah, we've sorted that one out, Luke. Stacey says, what's your biggest bugbear about movies? Mine is shite endings.
Mine's Cliff.
I think for me is when. Oh,
go on, Jay. Sorry.
I think for me is when they make a film, but they leave the ending on a cliffhanger with no intention of making a sequel or turning it into a film series.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Anybody else want to say?
I'm going to agree with Stacey. Definitely the endings. The amount of times we have watched endings, films, and the endings, you're left going, what?
Yeah.
You spent all that time watching a film and they can't complete an ending. I've said it in my reviews where it's nice that they've completed the ending because the last few films I've watched, they have completed the ending well. But when they leave it wide open, I agree with Jake. Absolutely. It's not good.
What about you, Andy?
I pretty much hate the liar reveal cliche in movies. Loads of movies do it. Bug's Life does it. Wedding Crashers does it. Force Awakens does it. I just hate it when in the plot someone tells a lie and then they reveal the lie and then there's a big fallout and then you know by the end they're going to get back together. I hate that in movies so much.
Yeah.
Definitely. What about you, James?
I think I'm the same. Like if you're really into a film and it's been all the way through and the ending just does nothing and wrecks it, sort of puts a down on the film because you've enjoyed it to that point and then stuff in the ending as well.
Yeah.
What about you, Ryan?
Oh, I don't like cliffhangers.
No,
that's what I don't like.
True.
Like cliffhangers are just do me head in. It's even if it's like at the end of the movie that it's not gonna get a sequel or anything. It's just absolutely pointless. Like why even make a movie with a cliffhanger if you know there's not going to be another one? So basically, they could have just wasted a shit ton of money on making that movie, not making a second part of it just to end the story. So basically, that's like, I'm trying to think of a film in an example, but it's a bit confusing. But but I'll try and think of one that has that same thing. But really,
I also don't like it when films that there's an intended sequel, and they have a scene where something's about to happen, and it says, and it's you have it in your head that the next movie is going to pick up where that one ends, and it doesn't, and it really annoys me.
Yeah, it was like the end of Terminator Genesis. That had like a special ending, like at the end that leaves it on a cliffhanger, which is like meant to like continue. That's a perfect. That is a perfect example of why it's still a shit film anyway. Don't get me wrong, it's just a pile of crap I've seen in my entire existence, but they did leave it like they left it open. That's a probably good example.
Yeah.
When they make these movies as well, and you're a director, and you know it's going to be released on Blu-ray or straight to Blu-ray, or even at the cinema, and if you've got the power to be a director or a writer, and you're doing it for a movie, why not? That's your one chance to make it a really good film. So why not take that chance and make it really, really good? Why? I can't remember. We watched the film the other day. It was complete shit. You know, it's like, and I'm thinking, why? It's like, why'd you make it like that and put silly monsters in and things like that? And it's ridiculous. That's your, you know, there's a lot of people in the community that would love to make a film. You know, like Jamie Powell, for instance. You know, he's been doing that sort of thing, and you know, just make it good. Yeah.
It also another thing that gets me is the constant sequel baiting for films. Like you're watching a film and it's like teasing something, the film that's coming next. I mean, it really does annoy me. I wish they wouldn't do that and just focus on making a decent film. A bit like the recent Mortal Kombat film that was constantly teasing a bigger sequel. But whilst the film was all right, constant teasing of that sequel really just kind of got on my nerves.
Or when movies tease a sequel and then make a prequel.
Right. Matt says Amazon Germany has had some amazing additions for sale. Keith at Euphoria Pictures picked some amazing additions from there. Yeah, I noticed. He really
he does.
I think he had like a Big Trouble in Little China one the other week with like a vinyl. That was nice.
Phil 4K knows one of my favourite films is Twister. He sent me, well, he didn't send me, he sent me a link to a German digibook of Twister. But I was thinking about it. But I think it's a Blu-ray digibook, and I think it's being released in 4K soon. So I've decided to sort of hold on. But it's okay. But then you look at the books are in German. You've got German writing, that sort of thing. So it kind of puts me off a little bit, but there are some brilliant artwork on those.
Definitely. It would be nice to see a complete collection on Blu-ray. Yeah, you did say, David, a Blu-ray collection from Carl. Jed's here. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jed.
Hello.
Hello.
AJ says, my best cinematic experience was Avengers Endgame. It was packed, but everyone was invested. No talking, no phone lights. Was great. Yeah, I could imagine that.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Every
time.
Every time, that's how it should be.
Has anyone seen Candyman this week?
I'm off to see it on Friday.
Friday, yeah. Thanks.
No. Even though I haven't seen the first one yet, so I'll probably watch that before go see the new one.
Yeah.
I've never seen the original either.
Pick it up in is it on Arrow? I think it's on Arrow, isn't it?
It's on Arrow. I've got it on Arrow.
Yeah.
Get
the sale, Jake, next time.
It's on Netflix as well. So that's where I'm probably going to watch it.
Is it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll watch it on there then.
Can I ask a question, Jake?
Me?
No, it's
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, are you going to
Yeah.
Comic Con in November because it got delayed?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very much looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Matt V Movie says Blade Runner 2049 for me was cinema. The base was insane, but loved every minute of it. Yeah, I've yet to see that one.
Great film.
I've got it.
I didn't like it.
AJ says he preferred it over the first Blade Runner. Matt loves both of them.
I love them both, yeah.
AJ says, when people are making noise in the cinema, I have no issue going over and confronting them myself.
Wow.
Luke says, "Is there a quick? We've just done the quiz." Right. For me, it's about talking to everyone, and I absolutely love it. I think she means like YouTube community, all the man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Jill says, and Andy will win again. He has, yeah.
Yeah.
Luke got 3 right. Your brother's here, James.
Hello.
Simon. Hi, Simon.
Hello, sorry.
Hey.
Hello.
Mad Tree's here. Hey, Playtendoguy, saw you on the live, so stopping by to support. Thanks for joining, mate. AJ says Time Bandits or 12 Monkeys. Nice.
Time Bandits.
Oh, Time Bandits.
12 Monkeys.
I'll say Time Bandits, but I haven't seen 12 Monkeys. Isn't that with Bruce Willis?
Yeah. Still a good
Brad
film.
And Brad Pitt as well, yeah.
Oh, cool. Isn't it on the Arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There was also a TV show made about it as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think I've seen the first season and the first half of second season. It's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, it is.
Like for what it was, even on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Nice. David said, how many Blu-rays do you own in your collection and how many 4K movies?
Oh.
That's good.
I can count 4Ks.
I can count 4Ks. I've got 1 4K and I've probably seen I've got about 400 to 500 Blu-rays, I'd say, at a guess.
I've got 0.
I think I've got in total I've got almost 200 4Ks and just probably over 1,000 movies in total.
Oh, that's impressive.
I've got around about 60 4Ks, and the total when I was counting mine last, it wasn't a great deal. I think it was on about 400 and something, but that was quite a while ago. I haven't, I don't know what it is now.
That's pretty impressive. What about you, Andy?
I've got 0 4Ks. I've got 1,149 Blu-rays, 3,060 DVDs. So it's about 4,200 movies.
Incredible.
It's just nowhere to put them, isn't it? When you get to that total, it's like...
Just all my stuff's doubled up as well.
Yeah.
And it's the same on the other side behind the laptop.
Yeah. What about you, James?
I've got 0 4K. I haven't even counted how many Blu-rays, DVDs I've got. I just keep buying, and I've never actually done a grand total. I think I'll be here a long time counting, to be honest.
I've got a question for everyone. When you're buying movies or you're buying like physical media, do you ever set yourselves a certain amount to spend, or do you just wing it and spend what you spend?
When I'm in the shop, I tend to check the prices on Amazon. I was in CEX and I wanted that Chucky set. I don't know whether you saw in that video I did. It was 48 quid. I thought that was quite a lot of money in CEX, or 45 quid, whatever it was in CEX. I thought that was quite expensive. I had a voucher to take it down to 25 anyway, or £20, whatever it was. And I thought, well, that was quite good. But then when I checked Amazon online, they were selling it at 89. So I knew it was a good deal because it was already half price from CEX. Daughter wanted
this one.
Spider-Man. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I mean that is brilliant. That the way it sticks out at you, it's so that's going for £89 on Amazon. So I knew it was a good price on CEX. And for instance, it can go different ways as well. Like my daughter was in CEX and she wanted Far From Home, Spider-Man, and it was something like, I think it was £6 in CEX, and it was £6 on CEX. No, hang on. Yeah, it was £6 in CEX and £3 on Amazon.
Wow.
So it does swap as well. So I tend to check the prices.
Yeah, I agree. I normally go into like H&B and that knowing what I want to get. And if they do see something that I do want that I haven't had my eye on, I do check online to see how much it is, because it's always best to get it from the cheapest place.
Yeah. I'm going to H&B tomorrow in Winchester.
I always set... Oh, nice.
You're going to Winchester H&B, Anne? Nice.
Yeah, it's only a little one. Just want to pick up a couple of 88 films. They got the sale on, haven't they?
Is the Street Fighter film on the 2 for 15 or not?
I didn't see it.
No, I didn't when I went yesterday. I think it's only a couple of Jean-Claude Van Damme films that are on the 2 for 15, I think.
Yeah. Was it Cyborg? I don't know. One of them.
There's a new one coming out, isn't there? Not on 88 films.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Right. AJ says, yep, the TV show ran for 4 seasons, I believe.
Yes.
Didn't know there was a TV series. What channel was that on? Was that on like Sky or?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I think it was originally on Sky, but moved over to Sci-Fi. I think it was on.
Did it?
Yep.
Oh, that lasted quite a long while.
But I know, I believe the first season's on Blu-ray. I believe.
Is it? Oh, cool. Jules says, ever met any actors or actresses?
No, but I have seen David Williams on stage though.
That's cool.
I met the guy that played Michael Myers in the 2018 Halloween film, and I met the guy that played Draco Malfoy in Harry Potter when I was at Comic-Con last.
Tom Felton.
Yeah, Tom Felton. Yeah.
Very well.
What about you, Carl?
No actors or actresses.
What about you, Andy?
I didn't speak to them, but I bumped into them in town, and I bumped into Jamie Bell when he was filming Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool. And I've also, they're not in the movies or anything, but I was at a restaurant once and Stephen Gerrard was on the table next to me, like a few tables over, but other than that, no one else famous.
What about you, James?
I've met most of the cast of This Is England.
Cool.
Because I went a couple of years ago. I went to Nottingham. They had like it was like a This Is England theme night on, and the cast was there doing a Q&A and stuff. So I met most of them.
That's
so,
good film.
Yeah.
Awesome. I met Nick Cotton from EastEnders. He was walking up the street getting paper. Also met her who plays Marlene in Only Fools and Horses. She just like walked past. That's pretty cool. And who else did I see? Oh my word! I did meet somebody else.
I had to take my earphones out and put them on charge, so you're probably going to hear that crap in.
think
There's someone else I've also met as well. I've also, if you guys remember the TV show on Channel 4, Shameless, I bumped into Tina Malone, who plays Mimi. She lives in my mum and dad's. She lives in my mum and dad's village. So I was out dog walking once, and I just bumped into her and was having a chat with her.
I did see Colin Baker. He was at like a little village called Holt. He was doing like a Doctor Who convention. Just walked past him and saw a glimpse of him, but never said anything to him. But that was pretty cool. Right. Luke says, have any here seen Free Guy yet? Saw it the other day and love it.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. But I think it's brilliant, but I don't think it's like the best film of this year.
I've only seen a little bit of it, but what I've seen so far, I like it. Have you seen it, James?
No.
Yeah, I saw it last week. I saw it last Tuesday.
Nice. Is the crackling really returning?
Yeah.
It's the
guys. I'm gonna wish you all good night now, because yeah.
Okay, James.
Okay, thanks, James, for joining.
Right,
Thanks.
see you,
Bye. Lovely to speak to you all. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Speak up.
Yeah,
Speak to you soon.
Yeah,
Bye.
I'll speak to you later, mate. Bye. Oh. Right. Have you seen Free Guy, Carl?
No, I haven't. No.
No. What about you, Jake?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I want to. I've heard good things. Sorry if you can hear that crackling noise again. It's I've taken my earphones out and to let them charge.
Yeah, it is crackling again, but it's not too bad now, I don't think. Oh. AJ says he's got 3,500 Blu-rays and 4Ks altogether. That is incredible.
Amazing. What an amazing collection.
It is. Right. He also says Free Guy was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It does look good. David said, are you going to be buying the Carry On Films collection on Blu-ray when it gets released? Probably not.
Films, but I don't know if I would actually watch them again. They are sometimes on TV, and I sort of catch them. But
they're on the TV all the time on ITV.
Yeah,
so I don't really think I'd want to buy them.
No, that's right. I mean, you do get a lot. It's one of those movies you can watch over and over again and have hours of laugh with them. But whether I'd actually buy them, I don't think I'd watch them again. I've got so much to watch at the moment.
What about you, Andy?
I just picked them up on DVD. It was about £25 off Amazon. I'm just sticking with that.
That's not too bad.
Yeah,
I'm not too fussed about it. That's probably about less than £1 a film. So
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I am. I'm just gonna stick with that. Yeah.
See, the thing is with this Blu-ray box set, it makes me wonder how much they're going to charge.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
They could probably charge over £100 for it.
Easy.
Do you go for it, Ryan?
What, me?
Yeah.
As I have seen them all, but I'll probably just get the DVD box set if it's like more cheaper, really. But I just think it's like if it's gonna cost like a shit load of money, I just don't think it's a really good buy, really. If it's gonna like charge like because you didn't have to gonna charge like 45 quid or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Jake?
I've never been really a massive fan of the Carry On films, so it's probably going to be a miss for me.
When are they getting released? Like next year, I think, isn't it?
I don't know.
I wouldn't know.
AJ says, still need to do my complete collection video. Watch this space. That is going to be an
video. That is.
Yeah.
I dare to think how many hours it's going to be. Oh.
I still need to do my updated one because last time I done mine, I had 30 subscribers and half the size of the collection that I do now.
Oh no.
I've been meaning to film my collection, and I keep filming bits and pieces of it, and then I stop and I forget where I last filmed, so I'm having to restart it all again. But yeah. Jill says, least you've spent on a film. That's a shame. James wasn't here. Yeah. Oh, mine's gone. Oh no. So what was the least you spent on a film?
That's hard.
Probably going to be 50p
Oh,
to a pound. I don't know what movies they actually
Yeah.
are. I did actually get I have got it already, but I can't find it anywhere. Fighting with My Family. I picked that up for £3 on Amazon, which was a very good deal, Blu-ray. So that came.
I paid
I'd probably say
£1.90 for Goosebumps on Amazon.
Oh, that's a good price. I'd probably say one of the titles I picked up from One Below. Been hordes of Blu-rays I've got for £1. But what about you, Andy?
The lowest I paid was 10p for a DVD of Time Cop. Let's see.
Oh, 10p.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. That's good. So what's yours, Andy? Yours 50p, wasn't it?
10p for Time Cop.
Time Cop, yeah.
DVD.
That's not a bad film. That's not.
It's not bad. It's one of the better Jean-Claude Van Damme ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's quite good.
You're back now, Ryan.
For some reason, my internet just went off for some reason. Then it just came back on.
What was the least amount you spent on a film?
£1.
Yeah, I think that's the sort of going rate, isn't
There
it?
seems to be the rate.
Yeah.
AJ said 50p on the Smurfs Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait.
I saw that. That's a great pickup, though. For that price, that's a really good pickup.
That's a very good price.
Yeah.
I actually got the film Noah for 50p.
Yeah.
Wow.
You picked up that Arrow one, didn't you, as well? For £1, didn't you, from a charity shop last week?
But
Anyway, Stacey says, do you think cinema is in danger of dying out?
No.
No, I don't.
I don't think COVID's but I don't think it's in danger of dying out.
I think if they increase their prices, then I think there's a good chance. When you've got Disney Plus releasing Jungle Cruise, for instance, we watched that at home, Jungle Cruise, rather than going to the cinema. So if they keep doing that, the cinema is quite cheap at the moment, obviously because of COVID, but then prices are going to go straight up eventually, like they used to be. So I think if they do that and Disney keep doing what they're doing and releasing them to the streaming services, it's a bit more difficult for me because obviously I've got disabled twin boys and it's not easy to get a babysitter. You have to get carers in to look after them. So sometimes it's easier just to put them to bed and watch it at home. So if there's a lot of people like in similar situations like that, then it's a difficult question. I hope not, because you can't beat the cinema, really.
No.
It's a tricky question with so many answers.
Yeah.
I think as long as they keep bringing out big blockbuster titles that people see, cinemas won't be going nowhere anytime soon.
And you can get all the biggest sound system you want and biggest telly you want, but you're not going to get that cinema sound. Where you'll watch a film and it makes you jump, for instance, when it comes out in speakers and stuff.
Yeah. AJ says, I have all 4 seasons on Blu-ray, but I had to import some. The 12 Monkeys TV series. Wow.
Yeah.
Stacey says, love This Is England.
Great film.
It's a good TV series.
Yeah, they did do a TV series,
Yeah,
2 or 3 seasons, didn't they?
Yeah, it started off as a film and then they played it into a 3-season TV series.
Hmm. Scotty says, I met John Cena at WrestleMania Access event and he signed my t-shirt. Does that count? Wow, that's pretty cool.
I'd love to meet him.
Even a chance to go to WrestleMania.
That's very
Yeah.
impressive.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Wow, nice. AJ said he met the entire cast of Babylon 5 at a convention in Blackpool decades ago, and quite a few of the Star Trek, and is at the Next Generation cast members at various cons. Ooh,
Nice.
impressive. And he's also seen Glynis Barber from Dempsey and Makepeace, as they used to film it in the area of South London.
They did, yeah.
Wow.
Used to be one of my
Yeah, they
favourite TV shows.
I've seen bits and pieces of the show. It's very fun. I think they've shown it on TV quite recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David said, I met Gary Barlow in H&B store. Some of his new albums going back. I also met Jason Donovan backstage. Ooh, cool.
Nice.
Stacey thinks, do you think 4K is worth the extra expense?
No. No, not really. It's too much money.
Okay,
I'd say if you're...
Go on, Jake, sorry.
No, go on, Carl. No, that's right. Go on.
I was going to say, I've got the 4Ks I've got, some of them absolutely outstanding. If you watch Gemini Man in 4K, it's that good in 4K. I can't even watch it in 4K. I know that doesn't make sense, but it's almost like you're behind the camera. And it's almost like you're the director saying cut. It is that good. Then you've got the other side of it where some movies, there's no different to Blu-ray.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think if you want to watch some of your favourite films in the best quality possible, then 4K is the way to go. But I think what could make the 4K format a bit better is if they completely took out the 3D aspect of releasing a Blu-ray, a 4K, and a 3D, and putting all three into a 4K and having a 4K, a 3D, and a Blu-ray, rather than charging 20 to £25 for the 4K, and then £15 for the £20 for the 3D and 15 for the Blu-ray, where you could just put all three in one and just release it 4K and a DVD.
Yeah,
definitely. Because they did that with the Alita Battle Angel, didn't they, for the 4K release?
Mm-hmm.
What
they
annoys
also did it with Passengers as well.
Wow.
I mean, again, what annoys me, you've got. Say, I know you got different directors, and this is why it happens. But you got a certain film in 4K, but the whole set's not released in 4K. There'll only be like the first one, and then it's sort of you got to make a choice whether you actually want to buy that 4K. For instance, Scream coming soon in 4K. I've got the Blu-ray set, all of them. Do you keep with that, or do you buy the 4K of the first movie, for instance? It's very difficult, and
it's very odd, isn't it?
Yeah. And what do you think on the cases of Blu-rays? I mean, all these movies now, shouldn't they be in? You remember the CD cases? Shouldn't they be like that? You'd get so much less plastic, and you'd get so much more space, wouldn't you, on the shelves and that?
Yeah. I do think like the extra £10 for a 4K is quite a fair bit. I mean, some of them, like poorly picked up Luca for 25 quid, I do think that's quite expensive. I think 15 quid's pretty decent. If they rearranged the prices, made DVD about 7, Blu-ray 10 to 12, and 4K about 17 to 20, then it wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
What do you think, Andy, about 4Ks?
I've never seen a 4K. But I completely agree with you about the pricing now.
It's like the Harry Potter, isn't it? The Harry Potter. That's in 4K. That's still 100 quid.
Yeah.
They're doing that new one with the Hogwarts Express, and I think that's £200.
Wow.
That's extortionate.
Yeah.
Right. Last chance, Ches. Evening, everyone. How are you all doing? In response to Jules, on Sunday I picked up all 4 Toy Story movies, all 3 Iron Man movies, and Series 1 of Luther on Blu-ray from a car boot sale for 10p each.
Wow.
That is bargain of the century. That is unbelievable.
That's
Whoa. That is incredible.
Very good.
AJ says Time Cop is based on a Dunk series.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. Jules said I sent Jamie Time Cop on Blu-ray as well.
It's a good little film.
Luke is talking movies forever. Can you believe it? Tom Hardy and Forrest Whitaker was Dawn in My Town today, filming the new thing for Netflix this time. I think the movie Just I Wish There Was filming is A Bus Driver Wagon. Wow, Tom Hardy and Forrest Whitaker in your local area. That is impressive. AK Movies here. Hi, mate. Good evening, Pete and all the guys. Thanks for joining, mate. I've also met Alison Hannigan and Neil Patrick Harris at the real bar they use for inspiration for the bar McLaren's How I Met Your Mother a year after the show ended when they did a Q&A about the show. That's impressive as well. Yeah. Wow. You've met some cool people,
Very
Chevs.
cool.
Yeah. How are you guys doing? Yeah, I'm doing quite well.
Right.
Very well, thank you.
AK says, Jake, I also love your channel, matey. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And AK says, wow, that's a bargain for Iron Man. Cool. Yeah, definitely is. AJ says, gentlemen, I have to bid you good night as I have to be up at 4. We'll look forward to watching the rest tomorrow. Great live stream.
Bye, AJ.
Yeah.
Thanks ever so much, AJ, for watching. Bye.
Bye, AJ.
Oh. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Stacy says, horror or thriller?
Ooh.
That is a good question.
Why not both?
Oh.
I would say both.
That was a good question.
Yeah, both.
I love them both, but in a horror, if it's a horror, I like to be scared. And I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there in our community that absolutely love slasher movies and stuff. You know, there's nothing wrong with slasher movies. I like them myself, but I'm not really into the killing side. I want to be jumping out my skin sort of thing in a horror. And yeah, thriller, you can't beat a good thriller movie. So I'd probably go more thriller than horror in looking at that. But I do like both. So.
What, that one? No, that was mine.
What about you, Andy?
No.
I would. Yeah, I sort of grew up on horror. I grew up watching like all the stuff. So.
Peter, while I've got you on the channel, what do you think of Jumanji, on the PS4 or the Nintendo Switch?
The Jumanji game?
Yeah, because that was sold out for ages. It's back in stock now, so it's quite cheap as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent game if you like the film. It's mostly made for kids, so it's not going to be the greatest game ever. But if you want it for your kids, it's a perfect game for kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can remember that being sold out for quite a long time.
Yeah.
So, Brian, what do you say about horror or thriller?
Earlier I said why not both, because you can get some action horrors which are also thrillers as well. So I would say, like, I love a good psychological horror because it also involves like the motion of thriller as well. I like that kind of esque of like what kind of horror film I like, but also like slashers, that all that kind of stuff. But that's why I like to aim the both because they fit so well together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd probably say thriller. Always keeps you on the edge of your seats, but they're both great genres that it's hard to really choose the best one because they both have so many great movies in each of them. What about you, Jake?
Well, it sort of depends what sort of side of horror you're thinking. I'm not the biggest fan of jump scares. I just find jump scare movies very predictable because you sort of know what's going to happen. Whereas with like gory horror movies or slasher horror movies, you sort of have an idea of what's going to happen, but it's sort of still shocking when it does happen. But I think I'd lean towards more thriller.
Yeah. We've got Keith here from Euphoria
Hey,
Pictures.
Keith.
Hi,
Hey,
Keith.
how's it going, man?
Hello.
That guy is the guy to go to for the sets. Amazing.
He has so many unbelievable sets. It's outstanding. Andrew Berry says a more pressing question: Razzle or new talent?
Eh?
I haven't got a clue what this means.
I don't.
Me either.
I get that.
No, I have no clue. Could you elaborate, please, Andrew? I haven't got a clue. Stacey says, Carl, you just interrupted Andy.
Did I? Sorry, Andy.
It's all right, Carl. No worries.
Did I?
Wow.
Easy mistake to make.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I've interrupted everybody tonight. I'm so sorry.
I think we've all interrupted each other.
I
it's so easily
on
done.
live streams, so
It's so easily done, especially with so many people on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah. We are now currently at the end of the comment section, so if you want to get your questions in, I think, do you want to finish about 9:30?
Yeah.
Yep. Is that all right with you, Jake? Yep.
Yeah, that's fine for me.
Yep, so we'll keep going till about 9:30.
Yeah.
This one's aimed at me. Wow, Pete, did you watch Halloween?
He still hasn't watched Halloween yet.
No, I haven't.
You've never seen Halloween?
No, never seen it, but Jason kindly gave me a copy of it, his spare copy, so I'm going to have to watch it soon. I keep saying
you've got to watch that.
Yeah.
It's still
I definitely will be watching it very soon, Keith. Don't you worry. And I will do a review. Right. AK Movie says, I picked up Shazam, Kong, Skull Island, and the first Harry Potter film in CX stores in my town. I'm happy with these films in my collection. I just love to collect films. Oh, that's good. AK? How many films have you got in your collection, mate?
Well, that's a good question. Would you pick up a film if you didn't really like it, just to have it in your collection?
That is a good question.
I wouldn't. I know a lot of people in our community have bought films dating back way in the 1950s, 60s, stuff like that, and I have seen them. I didn't think they were that great, but they picked them up in there because they wanted it in their collection. I know everybody's different and stuff, but would you actually pick a film up if you didn't like it because you wanted it in your collection? We all collect movies and stuff. That's what our channels are, and that's what we do. Would you actually pick one up? Because all these are pretty good.
It's a tricky one because I think where I fall on that is if it's a part of a film series and say the first 3 are very good but the last one's not, I think I'd still get it. But if it was a movie that I've watched before, I know I don't like, I don't think it would be worth spending the money on if you don't like it, just to have it in the collection.
That's a good point. Yeah, if you've got the set and one of them's not so good, then yeah, absolutely.
That's the thing. For me, it would probably be to complete the collection, but I wouldn't pay a lot of money for it. If it was like super cheap in like Poundland or something, I'd get it. Like the Fantastic Four film, I paid £1 for it. I wouldn't pay no more. But I would never pay like full price for a film that I didn't like.
No.
Keith says, I look forward to it. Yeah, I am going to watch it soon. Don't worry.
I bought the Halloween set special edition from the States. I couldn't find anyone to ship that set over. So I got in contact with Phil 4K Baker, who set me up with HD Source. And the only way you can do it is to do it individually. And there's a channel, Sinister Arts and Movies. He's picked up the vinyl. He's ordered the vinyl that goes with that set. So that's from the States as well. So I've done it all separately. But I'm missing the pin badge I think you get with it. And it's obviously going to come in some box and stuff as well. So I won't have that either. But that was a lot of money. That was.
I've been wanting to get all the Halloween movies on Blu-ray for ages, but it's just so expensive.
I think you're looking at about 150 quid on that. So it's way a lot. We'll have a comment up in a minute from Stacey Stevens going, "You spent how much?" But no, it's
Cheetah's here. Hello, boys. I don't have anything to ask or say, just to say hello. Hello, Cheetah. Thanks for joining.
Hello.
Andrew says Suicide Squad story was middle. Great ideas, great jokes, just a muddled story. Thoughts?
Are you talking just Suicide Squad or Suicide Squad from 2016?
That's what I was wondering. I mean, if he's talking about the new one, I'd probably say the story is probably a bit basic, but apart from that, I really didn't have much issue with the film. It's just a solid, fun time.
Yeah. Leaps and bounds.
I'd probably say, I'd probably go as far as saying the new Suicide Squad film is probably the best DC movie since The Dark Knight.
Yeah, I could agree with you there. Yeah. AK movies. I have a lot of movies, but no space to put them. That's me, of course. Still will be collecting. That's good. Always keep collecting, mate.
Yeah.
Carl made a great point about people collecting movies for the sake of filling their shelves. I find it very weird that people do that.
Yeah,
that's true. Oh, the comments gone weird again.
I also don't really see a point in buying a movie that's just come out. So say it's something like, I don't know, like The Internship. If it was to come out on 4K, I don't really get why people buy it because it's brand new or just have it in the collection when they probably don't even like the film, but just want it because it's a brand new release.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
I know somebody, he collects films. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he buys every new release every week. But he never watches them. He just keeps them sealed and then he just says them, so he's got them. But I don't know. It's very strange.
I had to buy it to put it on the Doctor Who's, the new steelbooks, because the artwork on those were absolutely amazing. And would I watch them? I don't think I'd watch them.
Did you see that steelbook in Paulie's video? 330 quid.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Was it the Series 10 one?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's Series 9, I think. It's either 9 or 10.
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous money nevertheless.
Even those season sets, the classic ones, shoot up in price as soon as they come out on release because so many people want them.
Yeah, the box set ones. But now they've released them in like Amaray cases. I've noticed the prices all seem to be dropping to like normal prices now. That's probably a good thing. Andrew said there is a difference between collecting and movie watching. People for physical transaction, movie watchers watch them more. Move on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Euphoria Pictures Halloween collection Midnight Classics on Amazon Italy goes for around €55. That's not too
Wow.
That's really cheap.
That isn't too bad actually
Yeah.
for the price, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many films are in the Halloween collection then?
If you're including the new remake from 2018,
Remake for that's a sequel. It's not a remake.
10, 11.
Yeah, I was going to say it must be around 10.
yeah, about 10 or 11. About 10 or 11.
Oh, that's really impressive. I didn't
Yeah,
realise there were
Rob.
so many.
But I think the set he's talking about only goes up to
8
Halloween
movies.
Resurrection. Yeah, and it doesn't go past the 2 Rob Zombie remakes, or doesn't go up to the 2 Rob Zombie remakes and the 2018 movie.
Luke says, well, it's been brilliant watching, lads. I'm off now. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching, Luke.
Bye, Luke.
Yeah, good night.
Jill says, what is your thoughts on the film Saint Maud? Never
Haven't
seen
seen
it.
it.
Never seen it.
No. It's a fairly
One of
recent
them.
film, though.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
But no, I haven't seen it. Oh. Keith says 11 if you include the Rob Zombie and the 2018 sequel, so that'll be 13 once this year's film come out and next year's film comes out. Wow.
Yeah.
I realised there was so many.
Yep.
Quite an impressive franchise. But yeah. That is all the comments at the moment, so it's just gone past about 9:30. So is that okay? Do you want to finish now, or do you want to go on for a little bit longer?
Can we do 8 hours?
Yeah.
8 hours. Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
That's all your hours used up on StreamYard.
Yeah.
True.
Everyone's eyeballs will be hanging out by the end of it.
I need plenty of coffee to keep me awake.
That's been good. It's under 2 hours, so it's fine. It's brilliant.
Yep. Thanks ever so much, Carl and Jake, for joining.
No, thank you for having me on.
No problem at all.
Yeah, it's been
Thank
a
you for
pleasure
having
to
me.
have you both on here and meeting you finally for the first time, because I've been commenting on your videos for ages, so it's nice finally to see you face to face. Well, through video call anyway.
That's why, like,
Anyway.
everybody gets on. You know, there's no one in the community that, you know, is not very nice and that. So it's really good.
So it's such a nice collection of people. Everybody's all friendly to each other.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you ever so much for watching my stream. Oh, our stream, shall I say? But yeah, oh, sorry about this. I seem to have loads of internet issues tonight, and I'm all over the place because my parents are moaning about the computer. So sorry about all this. But we do have one more question from Jules, and she says, "Does anybody seen Don't Breathe 2?"
Me.
No.
Yeah. What do you think?
What a load of pile of crap.
It's that bad, on.
Yeah, it is bad. I didn't really like it. It's not the best. Well, really, the first one, I think that should have just been a standalone film. It would have made more sense. Well, it did. But for some reason, the new film that came out was meant to be set 8 years after the original.
Yeah.
And it's basically what they're doing. They're just doing it like in reverse. It's basically the old man who was like the villain in the first one, basically turned himself into like this bloody hero just to go after some little go save some little girl. It's basically just turned it into like an action thriller kind of movie. What they've done for the sequel. It's just they just broke like the whole premise of the original. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just like reverse order.
Have you seen it, Jake?
No, I've not seen the first one.
What about you, Carl?
I haven't. I've seen the first one, and I haven't heard a good review yet on the second one. So
I recently watched the first one and really enjoyed it, but it kind of makes me wonder why a sequel. But there you go. What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I'm the same. Seen the first one, but not the second one. I really enjoyed the first one though. Yeah.
Right, that's the end of the comments. So thank you ever so much for watching the live stream tonight. It's been an absolute blast. We've had a full house tonight, 6 of us on here. But it's been so fun. We've had Carlinio 9, Jake Talks Movies, Jim Jam Movies and TV, as well as Andy from Forgotten World of Movies and Brian's from Let's Get Kicking Movies. As again, thank you ever so much for watching the live stream. Me and Andy and hopefully James will be back next week with another guest. And that'll be Leon Talks Film. So yeah, looking forward to seeing you all next week.
and he might go 8 hours.
Yeah.
I don't think I could last that long. 8 hours. I don't think I could stay awake that long. I know Leon has done it 2 or 3 times to 8 hours, but wow.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right, well, Pete, you did do a 9-hour video chat, so that at least you could survive that.
Oh yeah, that's true. But yeah. Thanks ever so much for watching, everybody. Till next time. Bye.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.